So have you ever felt just completely exhausted, like your faith has to be this constant public performance?
All the time. Or maybe you've been hurt by, the whole display of church culture.
Exactly. If that's you, then this deep dive is, well, it's specifically for you. We're going to get into a really radical invitation from the first century.
Yeah, it's an invitation for rest, for privacy, and I think most importantly for security.
Okay, so our mission today is to really dig into one verse, Matthew chapter 6, verse 6.
Right. We want to understand what Jesus was actually describing,
Hmm.
the historical reality of the space. And it really flips our modern expectations on their head.
It really does. So most of us probably know the King James Version, right?
Yeah, that's the one that sticks in your mind.
It says, "But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet." And when I hear closet, I picture a small, dark, maybe even shameful place to hide.
And that's where the translation, the nuance, really, really matters. The original Greek word that Jesus used was tameion.
Tameion. Okay, so if it's not a closet for hanging robes, what
Wow.
what was a tameion in an ancient Judean home?
Well, historically, the tameion wasn't a pantry or just some storage locker. It was actually the most secure, most fortified room in the entire house.
The most secure, you mean like a vault?
Exactly like a vault or a safe deposit box. It's where the family kept everything of value, the silver, the deeds, the treasures. It was the inner chamber, protected from weather, from pests, and critically, from thieves.
Wow, that is a powerful shift.
It is.
But hold on, if it's the most fortified room, a treasure room,
Yeah.
wouldn't that mean only wealthy people had one? Why would Jesus tell people who are often very poor to go there?
That's a great question. And I think the focus isn't on the physical size, but on its function. He's using the most powerful metaphor for security and value that his culture had.
So symbolic.
Yes, he's telling you that when you step away to be with him, you are not crawling into a place of shame. You're entering the most secure place imaginable. Because you are the treasure he wants to protect.
That reframes everything. It moves it from a performance for people to being protected by God.
Mm-hmm. And that idea of protection is right there in the next part of the verse.
Right, the instruction to shut the door.
Yes. And that door isn't just a suggestion. It's a barrier. It's a boundary.
So what is it shutting out?
It shuts out everything that causes that spiritual exhaustion we talked about. It shuts out gossip, the constant judgment of other people, the expectation that your prayer needs to sound a certain way.
And it shuts out those internal voices too, right? The bad stories we tell ourselves. The internal editor that says, don't be that honest, someone might hear.
That's it exactly. And for anyone who's dealt with that pressure or church hurt, that sense of privacy is everything. The invitation is so simple. God isn't looking for a perfect prayer. He is just looking for you.
So the big takeaway here is really about reclaiming your peace.
Reclaiming your security. You're moving from a place of public scrutiny to a private sanctuary.
So for this week, the practical application is find your personal tameion.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be a literal vault.
Right. It could be just one specific chair in your home.
Oh.
Or a quiet corner.
Or, even 5 minutes alone in your parked car before you start your day. Just designate a space that's off limits to all that external pressure.
So here's the challenge for you. Commit to just 5 minutes a day in that inner room. Shut the door on the world's noise, on its expectations, and just regain your own personal security and peace.
So the final thought is this. What small available spot can become your treasure room today?
Kingdom people, kingdom people, kingdom people rising.